Okay, we are excited to get down here and open up some more vlogs on our Central America versus game opponent. And it's nice. It's just strange to get down here, able to sit down at a wargaming table in the war room section of the man cave and play games during the week. But lo and behold, this is what happens when you only work 8 hours instead of 12 to 14 to 16. Oh man, this is what normal life is. And I start early anyway, so when I go in 8 hours, noon, 1 o'clock, I'm done. And so far, well, there's been a little bit of stuff going on. I think they mostly got night crews going on. I think we do a lot of nighttime highway work, paving, and stuff like that. But most of the crews are on there. They're just kind of like, I'm not really finding stuff for us to do. But hey, nobody's complaining about going home after 8 hours. It gives me time to enjoy some more gaming. Oh, it's like having a day off. So here we are. We are ready to continue. And it is the communist combat phase. And I'm going to bring in my little laptop, or I go back and forth. It's in the other room. I'll open up the vlogs and see what my opponent has up his sleeve. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 combats. It's been a while since I've sat down at this table, but I keep on walking by these and wanting to sit down with them, but usually it's a little glance at the table and I'm on my way to bed. So we'll see. When we come back, we'll start off with some of these combats and see what the communist player has in mind. He definitely looks to get rid of this threat on his contested air facility. So he's got some ARDE units out of Costa Rica, the southern front of the Contras. There's some more ARD units here. I don't know if there'll be an attack on that one, but definitely wanting to clear out this spot. That would have been definitely a good victory point. Hex. There's another one with the orange blocks. The orange blocks are airfields. Gray blocks are supply sources. You get big victory points for those. The 2 blocks are a good combo. Alright, that is it over here. You can definitely see he's wanting to clear out this little spot here from enemy zones control. He cannot bring in reinforcements. All my Contra units are projected units are zones of control. And in this game, only units with a defense factor of 2 or greater project zones of control. Oh boy, here. No zone of control. No zone of control. No zone control. Alright, let's see here. Oh, and we got another. He's got a couple attacks going there. And he's got combined arms and I think helicopters and close air support. So definitely putting a push on me. I failed in my attack along the space. It's not a fortified position. This spot, oh, right here is fortified. That's a fortress. This is just a good old, I don't know, let me see here what we all got. I think it's just a matter of having engineers, yeah, regular units, and artillery. None of them are at full strength and haven't been whittled down yet, but you can see they got a nice little river behind them. I negated that by coming in this way. There you go. And my other attack was stupidly done with all units crossing one of these rivers here. And even though I had air support, it wasn't good enough to beat the 1 to 2 odds, which is never good on an attack. Need at least 3 to 1. We're back. All right. Without the good combat sound effects, we're going to carry on with this attack right here. And unfortunately, this unit won't participate. But at the contested, Glory Gaming, Bopa. At the contested air facility, he did manage to get himself in a unit that can't project his zone of control, but he can still attack, and that's an insurgency unit with a 1 attack cap factor. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I believe it'll be a 6, 7. Yeah, 6, 7, so we got 7 factors going on there. Versus, who do I have in the hex? And I don't even really know myself. We'll find this out. 1, 2, 3. Alright, 7 and 3 will be a 2-1. Oh, he got some good odds there. So we do it this way in this game. Might not the terrain. The defender is in. And I could see here, there's a glare on this. It looks like a village. Not everyone is attacking across the river. I could see that. They have 1 units that are at that Rama port. They're going to be participating. So we will give it a 2-1 in the forest. That light green's forest, the darker green's jungle. So here you go. Initial combat ratio in the forest. Oh, 2-1 all the way up here. All right. Now I'll be looking for column shifts on either side of these blocks with his modifiers. And we come up here to insurgency unit here will be no column shift modifier. Just a regular insurgency unit, but this unit down here is a special forces, so that is a column shift in favor of the attacker. There you go, current combat ratio going up 1. Alright. Next is a couple of regular infantry units with no combat modifier, so look and see if there's any shifts for me. Nope, I just have insurgency units, no special forces. Some regular units, but nothing special. So there will be no no combat or shifts. No, easy for me to say. No column shifts. So there you go. Now for die roll modifiers. All right, let me look over here at my little cheat sheet again. Off camera, all attacking across the river. No, almost, but no. The old stacked at the port. The gate side. Fort entrenchment. Nope. City, town, or port. Nope. Insurgency unit is included in defense. That is for sure. It'll be a -1, but they will negate that because they got an insurgency unit as an attacker. So no die roll modifiers yet. Reach bombardment point delivered, and then it'll be a +1. So we're looking at a modified combat ratio with a +1 die roll modifier. We'll find out the result of the attack, or the die roll with a +1. Alright, we can't make it up. It's a 2. Oh, goodness. Alright, well, +1 will be a 3. Let me find out what's going on here. Communist player chart. Combat. Oh, what's over here? Wrong chart. Let me see over here now. I know that was looking at here. This column with a 3. Ooh, 3. That column is a defender. Ooh, takes 1 step loss. And make sure I got it right. Yep, 1 step loss or 2 hexes. So a successful communist attack. And the object of the communist player is to eliminate units. So luckily, I wasn't eliminated. And I do have units behind me to retreat to. So let me see here how I want to do this. I will give the hit to the insurgency unit. And I'll retreat them 2 hexes. Let me show you where I'll retreat them to. We're back. Alright, in this game, the only units that can take ground really are regular units. So he'll move a unit out of that port on into there. I retreated these units this way. I have to retreat towards a supply source. Unfortunately for me, this unit here, when he retreats 2 hexes, 1, 2 would have put him in a zone of control. And I don't think you could do that in this game. So we had to go here, couldn't go here, violate stacking limits. We got a regular unit there for 2, 3, 4, 5. You go have 5 stacking points. And a hex are just 4 units. Nothing over 4 units anyway, so only legal spot that I can retreat to is right there. Take a unit from here to capture that village back. But still, no victory points for his what was I gonna say? No eliminated units. He gets victory points for eliminating units and capturing trenches and stuff like that. So that is the end of that combat. Trading units turned upside down on their heads and getting the heck out of there. Ouch. Took a hit. But still, no eliminated units. Alright, when we come back, we will be the next combat. Which one was it? choose to do first. We'll be right back. All right, next battle, according to the vlog, is taking place up here. We have 1, 2, 3, ooh, 4, 5. Ooh, that's pretty good. Oh, are they all attacking across the river? They sure are. Oh, wait, hold on. No, he's not. Oh, got saved on that one. All right, I guess he ain't gonna make the same mistake I did. All right, so that's pretty good. That's it strong for these. These are some strong units here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attack factors in this game. And that's all it really takes is 1 or 2 in a game. I don't know why you have 20 or 50. Just you sort of get the odds ratio. But it's 5 versus, what do I have? Oh, he's got a helicopter 2 throwing in another 2. 5, 6, 7. Oh, versus a 2. I think that's a 3 to 1. Yep, it's a 3 to 1 attack in the forest. Let's go over here. Forest, 3 to 1 initial combat ratio. There you go. In the forest. All right. That is that. He's got a Hind D battalion, and that 2 number down there in the middle, right underneath it. They'll add that to the attack factors for a close combat support mission. Alright, also, did I see, oh, he's also got a, alright, we got to do column shifts and everything, so there's the initial column, or the initial ratio right there. Let me put his Hind D back on here. Alright, so we got that taken care of. Units are ready. Alright, now for column shifts. Oh, look at my cheat sheet. Artillery, no. Engineers, no. Special forces, no. Tank, no. Attack helo, yes. So he's got that attack helicopter. Sorry about that. The current combat ratio will be right up here. This will be a good attack for him. Alright, see if there's any more shifts. CIA electronic warfare unit is nowhere to be seen. We're going to move on to, let me get you back over here, to Dyro modifiers. All attacking across the river? No, that would have been a -2. -2 for a fort and entrenchment. They are not city, town, or port. I don't believe they are. Nope, right out there, just in the forest. All right. The insurgency unit is included in the defense. They are not. It's regular units. For each bombardment point delivered, it's 1 insurgency unit included in the attack, and there is that white stripe unit. So they will get a +2 Dyro modifier on a 4 to 1 attack. That is tough. We'll look at the old Dyro, and we'll tell you what the vlog result was. Alright. It was a 2. Again. Alright, what did he have? He had 2 +2 modifier. That's a 4. A 4 underneath this one right here with a 4. Coming around here. That's high stuff for 1 step loss. Oh, I'll take that any day. Oh, 1 step loss and retreat 2 hexes. Here you go. I don't know if you're seeing this. Yeah, you are. Okay. 4. Alright. It's pretty much this all the way through, so the 5 would have gave me 2 hits. That might have been a bitch, but this is still take 1 step loss. So he's not doing bad in his battles. Up here, this old boy has to take a step loss retreat. Let's see what we got here. We're back. Alright then, post-combat. Hind D battalion will stay there. And I believe a unit moved from here, regular unit. And the insurgency unit advanced also. So he's got himself a nice little defensive position. This, if I attack this hex, this Hind D battalion can perform defensive close air support. So he'll get all those bennies he got on the attack, but on the defensive. And then the helicopter's only 90 degrees. If it was turned all the way upside down, he'd have no more activations left. Meanwhile, this unit here on his head and retreated across the river to the air facility. There you go. We'll get this all set up. Oh, and it's also a allied supply source. Big target for the communists if they want to take it. But if they cross the border, I think, into Honduras, oh, bad news, bad news. Oh, the Hondurans are coming to the fight. Let me straighten everything out. We'll be right back. Alright Then 2 successful attacks, pushing the Contras back. All it took them was 1 turn to get organized, get some air units there, and they're doing good damage without their reinforcements. We're going to see what the communist player can do about that with the next combat. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. All right, no particular order. And as I opened it up, it was the first attack was right here. I thought maybe there might be some other ones that have some units and not have to have SOCOS, but we're doing it this way. Attacking this hex right here will be some regular units. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Oh. Attack helo 9, 10. And over here 11, 12. Alright, we gotta remember that. 12 factors going against. Oops. Oh, great pickup. Going against 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, forgot the odds of that one. 4 goes into 12 3 times. I guess that's a 3 to 1. In the clear. Are we in a town or nope? Just in the clear. 3, 2, 1. Initial ratio. That's bad. And that clears the top one here. So initial. Oh, he got himself a bunch of factors, and it gets worse because he's got a bunch of column shifts. So all units in this hex. All units in this hex. And 2 support units, artillery and engineers in this hex. I guess the very bottom unit is a regular infantry unit right here, and he'll be going for the attack this way. In this game, you got to attack everybody in the hex has to attack everybody next to him. It's called soak-off or something like that. So we have got the odds ratio. Now we'll be looking for column shifts. Arty, yes. So where's my current combat ratio? Artillery, yes, goes over 1 box. Engineers, yes, we're up to a 4 to 1 attack. You can't get much better than that. Tank, no. Attack helo, yes. Here you go. Now, is this within 3 hexes of my electronic warfare unit? It is. 1, 2, 3. So, oh no, this is the hex here. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's outside of range. If he was in 3 hexes of this, I'd get a column shift. All right. As for me, I don't have any column shifts, so here you go. We're as good as it gets on this game. This attack, we're not done because he's got gyro modifiers. All attacking across the river? No. No gyro modifier in that for me. No gyro modifier for me for a fort and entrenchment? No. City, town, or port? No. You can see we're right out in the open. On a road. An insurgency is included in no defense, which it is. So we got a -1. For each bombardment point delivered is 2, so we're looking at a +1. The insurgency unit is included in the attack, and it is. So we're looking at a +2. Make sure I got all this right. I'll be back for a die roll. No way it's going to be a 2 again. We'll be back. Attacked with extreme prejudice. +2. This will get him some victory points. That is not good. We got an 8. Oh, I don't know if you can see that, but that is 3 step losses and retreat 2 hexes. Wow. That's what happens when you do a combined arms. My old boys got hit with artillery, attack helicopters, close air support from air units, air assets, engineers. Whew. All right, where's the hex? Here's the hex right here. I got hammered. He has to take off how many? 6, 7, 8, 3. Oh, if I could do that without eliminating a unit, I will. And then we got to retreat. I don't know if we could retreat through zones of controls, though, so they don't look good. Let me find out what is the bad news for my Contra units. All right, under retreat restrictions. It has a caveat for regular ground units that they cannot retreat through an unoccupied hex in an enemy zone of control. If my units were regular units, that whole hex would have been eliminated. Fortunately for me, insurgency units that retreats faces fewer restrictions. Insurgency units can freely retreat through unoccupied enemy zones of control, but they cannot end their retreat in one. Okay, they cannot retreat through hexes with enemy units. Let's see what that does. Alright, I gotta retreat 2 hexes. 1, 2, out of an enemy zone of control. I could do that. So, fortunately for me, whew, my insurgency units are flipped upside down to signify retreat. Every unit in this hex here, there's 4 of them, is taking a step loss up in this top one. So I was able to not have to take a step loss. Meanwhile, this hex is now open. Let me look at the vlog and see if my opponent advanced. The only ones that can advance are regular ground units. And they can be accompanied by insurgency units, but insurgency units cannot advance by themselves. We'll be right back. Alright then, post-battle. 2 infantry units, regular infantry units have advanced. And the Hind D Battalion will stay there. And like I said, it's turned this way. As long as it ain't upside down, if that hex gets attacked, he can still provide cover. But other than that, he is done. I say I came out pretty good considering. If he would have blocked my way or something, this whole stack would have been eliminated. Ooh. Buku victory points for my opponent. As it is. We came out pretty well unscathed, but they're brittle. It's a brittle spot here. I got my work cut out for me now. All his attacks have been successful. We come back. One more. Might have to call it we'll call it a video, but I got stuff I got to do. The minutes are few around here, and when I sit back down at the table, we got another attack coming that I know of. Be back. All right, continuing on with the communists. Clear weather. Number 3 turn. And you can see down here, they have cleared the airfield of its contested air facility marker because there are no longer any ARD units protecting a zone of control. You can see that hex, they've cleared it out. They got themselves a nice little group here of units. Probably going after, what they need to go after here is the entrenchment of the Contras. As a matter of fact, you can move that up a little bit. I'll move that over to its correct side. There you go. So that's what's happened. Total successful attack. Contras moved in for quick. We're going after some ports down here, but yeah, they managed to regroup on turn 3 and get things organized and get an offensive going and push the Contras on back. Over here, and their all-important reinforcement hex, they have managed to push some more Contras on back. Could have been a lot worse, but their insurgency units are able to slip through quick and weren't eliminated when it came time to retreat. So they were able to retreat through some enemy zones of control, skedaddle on out here, and remain intact without losing any valuable victory point units. Communist player gets victory points for his units he eliminates. But the key thing he wants to do is eliminate any Contra zones of control that are projected into this hex. And so far, he's one hex away. So there you go. Next combat coming on up. I'll go up here real quick and give you a little quick rundown. We managed to push the Contras away here, so their first major offensive was successful. The Contras was I wouldn't say half-hearted, but maybe ill-conceived. They didn't have enough assets to where Sandinistas didn't make the Contra mistake and brought all the assets, artillery, engineers, air support, helicopter gunships to bear, and that's the difference. Combined arms. Next combat will be the Sandinistas attempting to clear the Contras out of the area around the main Point to Hoot Airport. It's got unlimited capacity for air missions, but when it's contested, it's got a limit of 15 air missions, which ain't gonna come anywhere near to what we have in this game. We have maybe 1 or 2 or 3. So moving those units there was mostly symbolical, I guess. So there you go. We'll check out this next attack. We got. Whoa! Let me look around here real quick. 1. Ooh, anti-aircraft. 2, 3. That's all I got. 3 attack factors going. We'll see what they are up against. 3 versus looks like a 2. So it'll be a 1-to-1. No Dyro modifiers because I don't see any specialized units here. Just a regular infantry unit. Anti-aircraft. Air facility with a electronic warfare unit. And it's contested. So we got a 1-to-1 attack. Ooh, sorry about the camera work. 1-to-1 attack. Nobody's going across the river. That is a forest. Alright, initial combat ratio 1-to-1. A forest right here. That's jungle. Alright, they have a close air support Dyro modifier of +1. Going through our quick column shifts. Artillery no, engineers no, special forces no. Ooh. Tank no, attack helo no, but we do have a CIA. Ooh, electronic warfare unit next to them. For messenger communications and coordinating. So that is 1, 2 hexes away, so I will get a column shift in my favor. We're going to column shifts down to current combat ratio in my favor. That definitely helps for a change. Alright. That'll be it for the column shifts. Dyro modifiers are attacking across the river, no. Fort entrenchment, no. City, town, or port. I don't believe it is. Nope. Just a forest along the river. Surge unit included in defense, yes. Bombardment point delivered +1, so we'll have a Dyro modifier of +1. Insurgents unit included in the attack, so that negates the defensive one, so we'll be rolling with a +1 Dyro modifier. Be back with the V-logged Dyro. Alright, 2s and 6s are wild, so making up for their losses. As a matter of fact, on those 2s that he kept on rolling, if it would have been anything worse than that could have been bad. So, but on this one, he has got an attack with a +1, so that'll be a 7. We'll look underneath our down here with a 7. So right here, 7 column. Okay, stay straight, stay straight. I need to go to. I'm doing this on a camera here, so it's kind of, bear with me. I think I suffer a hit, and let's retreat 2 hexes. And I hope with insurgency units, they can retreat through enemy zones of control, but they can't end their turn at once, so we make sure that check we got back. Alright then, there'll be no advance after combat. I've thought about moving the units up here, but I don't want to be, actually in a zone of control. I guess I could have maybe projected a bit of a zone of control in here, but anyway, this is where I chose to retreat to. Air facility is no longer contested, and there will be no advance after combat. I think that's it on the combats. Let me check the V-log to make sure, and we'll be back to assess the situation. Be right back. Alright, I am wrong there on the combats. There has to be a combat here I forgot all about, so it'll be this hex and 1 unit from the fortress military reinforcement hex against these boys here. And if this is successful, and these units here have to retreat in any way and get out of this, that frees up the zones of control, and the communist players can start bringing in reinforcements. So this here is the battle of the game so far. It's a nice game. I'm glad to get down here and able to open some vlogs. Having a great time with my versus opponent game of Central America. Right back. Alright, this attack he has a infantry unit here. Here's the other units that were in the hex. I just moved them out of the way. But he's got 2 factors there. 2 factors there with the parachute unit. Unfortunately, it's not a column shift. Parachutes allow you to paradrop and helicopter assault, but do not give you a column shift. Special forces do, but so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and just a transport helicopter. So it's only a 4 attack factors versus 4 probably. Yeah, there's only ones there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a 1-to-1 attack with no modifiers. Huh. Alright, they're in the clear. So there you go. Initial combat ratio in the clear. It's pretty good. Don't look bad in the odds. I think when you start getting into this blue, you see what I mean? Bad for the attacker. Here you get the little even, so it's good for him. 1-1 is not a bad attack in the open. We will look for column shifts. Already no, engineers no, special forces no, tank no, tank kilo no, CIA unit. 1, 2, 3. Yes, we get the bonus. 1, 2, 3. So there you go. That'll help with the damage. Going one my way. Alright, die roll modifiers, all attacking across the river. That will not be, just one unit will be, but the other one's negating it by being on the correct side. Forward entrenchment, no. City, town, or port. Oh, that is a town. Oh, I might be doubled there. And service unit. Alright, let's hold off here. We'll be right back. Alright, unfortunately, only doubled when in a city. But I will get a die roll modifier. So that will be a -1. Insurgency units are included in the. Oh, you don't have any insurgency units included in this attack. So I'm looking at a -2. Alright, for each bombardment point. So yeah, that's not all that good. I mean, it's alright for him. You can see here in the column. We're in a better column for me. Well, no, he could still. He just needs like a 3 or 4, anything above a 3 or 4, but it's -2. 1 minus for my being in the town, and another minus for these 2 units attacking an insurgency units. They don't have no insurgency units with them. So there you go. We'll be back with the die roll result. My opponent's on a. There's been 3 2s rolled in a row, and now 2 6s rolled in a row. So we'll see what the result is. We'll be right back. All right, good roll for the good guys. It is a 3. -2 is a 1 result. So come down here to initial. We got it shifted over here for the CIA electronic warfare unit, jamming their radar or their communications. And we got a 1 result because we had a -2. Down here don't look good for the bad guys. I believe there's our result. 1 hit suffered by the attacker and a must retreat result. Ouch. Current combat ratio, I only got a 1. That is correct. Let me go see what the result of this is. Sorry about that, we'll be right back. Alright, and after such a good turn, the last battle was a crushing defeat. The units ended up retreating here. They were in 2 different hexes. Hex here and hex here. They had went ahead and attempted an assault. The battle that ensued resulted in these boys coming across all the way through here to retreat 2 hexes. 1, 2. You boys in the strategic location had to retreat 1, 2. Now, in a city, you don't have to retreat. You can ignore the results, but they're only in a town, so I think they have to retreat. Luckily for the communist player, he still has an artillery and an engineering unit there. I think that'll be it for the combat, so let me look and see. But yeah, just 1 hex away from 1 battle away, rather, from being able to bring in his reinforcements, and he couldn't get it done. Wow, talk about saving 1. All these units still gotta wait until he gets it cleared. That'll give me a chance. I believe that's going to be it for the combat phase. Let me make sure on the vlog, and we'll be back. Alright, then we can move on to the communist reserve movement phase. We'll call this a video and review his combats. Like I said, he cleared out the units threatening his airbase. There's a nice little group here. His main target's definitely got to be this trench. Down south there, not much going on. I haven't moved any units either as he. Over here. Oh, I did have to make a switch. I mistakenly moved his units and gave the parachute unit the hit, but he ended up giving the regular unit the hit. These units were moved down here when they retreated to block any, I guess, advance or attack coming in from the Contras here. Oops. A stack of units I forgot to move around. And this unit here is a unit that is half strength, so he suffered some casualties in the battle. There you go. Now, like I said, my victory points come between, or anything east of this line, between these 2 markers. So this little hex row here, east, is where my victory points come from. This is his reinforcement spot, so I bugged him up. It saved the day. I mean, I got all these units here that he can't bring on. So that's been a big emphasis on my offensives. I was unknowingly, before I knew that his victory points were east of this line, sent these units over here to, as I call it, snatch some low-hanging fruits that were undefended, but they're undefended for a reason. You don't get no victory points for them. So these guys will. This unit here is helping out with a lot of good jamming of radios on attacks coming around here. Anything within 3 hexes of this white unit. Electronic warfare engineer CIA unit gets a column shift when it comes to combats and battles, but I will be moving my forces back this way and concentrate. We got to do a little bit of housekeeping now that we know what the objectives really are. And it wasn't too bad of a delay. It was like about 1 turn, and I haven't done too bad, but I have to watch out for my brittle units because the communist player gets his victory points from destroying. The less brown units on the board, the better for the communist player. That's basically it. I still need to distribute some victory points, I believe, or maybe I don't have none yet. I might not have none. Yeah, so we'll have to check that out. But we'll call this a video. Having a great time with Central America, and we'll have another video to follow because there's more vlogs, and we're at it this weekend. We'll see what the progress of the Contra Drive is. Having a great time. We'll be back.